Well, the Harlequins are now to Mike Bovell, screams into the southwest London skies. Come on, you Quins. And as far as English hopes in the Investec Champions Cup.
Yes, we get a Dublin first, which is daunting, but it's exciting. They're the places you want to play. But for me now, this is where Quins really need to move forward. They've had so many opportunities in opponents' third, but they haven't capitalised on this season.
Lovely long one from Smith. All running at close quarters to drag that Warriors defence in. Smith then firing the long ball. Don Brown looking for the line for a fifth time in this competition. Chisholm gets through so much work. Quins go again, pushing over the line. Have they managed to dot it down? Yes, they have. Kenningham in there. He looks to be the man who might have done it. Cunningham South as well. Forwards doing the business, one after the other.
They had so many opportunities in their third, but didn't capitalise. Here, good opportunity. Caden Murley gets over the gain line, and then it's down to the forwards. It's a power play, and the Glasgow forwards can't recover.
Yeah, Marcus Smith doesn't mind getting that ball early to Caden Murley, does he? He knows once he's got that ball in his hand, all he's got to do is drive towards the line, get close enough. 5 metres out, and it's a great pick and go. How he's managed to get that down. You just felt it was coming, didn't you, gents?
Just his third Harlequins try for Chandler Cunningham South.
But that aerial work is what he really needs to work on. He's definitely put his hand up and improved massively in that aspect.
Porter, Smith. Murley was running the little passive line out the back, and then it's there for Green, and Green will feed David. David with the footwork, inside one, nearly inside 2 and 3. Porter's got quick ball to find Marcus Smith, who will find Cunningham South. Lovely roll of the ball, and Chisholm's got eyes for the line. A first start in the second row for James Chisholm, but he'll continue to do what he does for the club, wherever you play him, of this battle against Glasgow.
Yeah, brilliant start to play every pass in front of the man, so no one has to check their run. And then they get behind Glasgow. And as soon as they're behind, then they play that quick ball. They get a penalty advantage here, and then Cunningham South, brilliant offload. It's a fantastic start. And then Chisholm's eyes light up when you've got a front row forward in front of you. He backs himself to get around him, and he's been brilliant this season, especially in this competition. I think, you know what, are we overplaying in our, just inside our half? Should we be setting up a rock, putting it back down on Harlequins? Because at the moment, Quins aren't letting us out of our third.
Smith, they're using that same line with Murley again, and Green's on the outside, but Murley might not fancy giving it to him. Pedal to the metal and gets them up to the 22. It's been an effective move each time they run it. Kenningham then with the little ball inside. Quins penalty.
I was too busy with my head stuck in the rucks.
Very good, Ryan, very good.
Thank you very much.
I mean, the backs always say that 13-winger channel is always the hardest aspect to defend in.
Dobie, options left and right. McDowell feeding wider. And Mackay.
Brilliant pass.
Oh, super support play on the inside. McDowell again, and they're all queuing up to help out. This is a superb try at the Stoop. And it's not one scored by Quins, but my goodness, didn't it look like them on this turf? Tom Jordan finishing it. Beautiful end-to-end score.
This is it. The ref nearly made a absolute hash of it getting in the way, but a great ball by Stafford McDowell to Carl Rowe, and then receives it back on the inside. Jamie Dobie, lovely little basketball pass over the top to that man, Tom Jordan. And we said it, didn't we? Just on cue. This Glasgow Warriors team can come back from anywhere, and they needed to do something soon, and that's right, just before.
Yeah, that ball by McDowell is absolutely incredible. Didn't break stride, on the money.
Cancellieri.
Oh, we can go here.
They have got numbers over that far side if they work it. Beard has got to try and get on the outside here, but they could just run direct, which they choose to do. It's lovely from McDowell again. And then the support line, and they've got the chance to offload again. Tom Jordan flying into the Harlequins 22. Glasgow maybe hoping that scrum was going to have a little more movement than it did, but it just Stayed. Oh, that's been nicely floated back into midfield. McDowell, another key part of it, has gone to ground. Cancellieri able to just get a boot to it. Green has wanted to keep it alive. Might not be one of the more experienced players, but if the job is just go straight and get the head down, he can certainly follow orders for that. Porter had to go through the cat flap to then go and find Cunningham South, who just will not believe he's going to be stopped. Ferguson getting in there to try and help the effort. Then it's there for Smith. Drops it back. Waghorn, it's just opened up for the centre. Over the line, and the try is scored.
He's on onside position.
Yes.
But he made contact on the shoulder of the white player. The white player cannot move on the side, so obstruction for me.
Yes, I agree. I have obstruction by number 13, Harlequins, PK.
Yeah.
No try.
I agree. Kevin?
I'm slightly biased, but I'm with it.
So am I, I'm not. No, I think
It's one of those, sometimes you almost expect there to be a player reaction which tells the story. Hugh Jones.
The same gate as the player.
Let's just listen, sorry.
Obstruction, no try.
Apologies, we heard the explanation there, hopefully. It's not going to go down well.
No try.
I think we're seeing it more often now. Players get done for blocking, and I think often it's the defenders, sometimes a poor read.
It wasn't the kick in the end, but there is a boot touching the whitewash. A little bit of inaccuracy, but it brings about the end of the first half. And a first half where Harlequins look to be cruising after the first quarter of the match. It was well claimed on the floor by Ferry. Charge down from Baxter. That spared a couple of blushes. It was not the best spread of players in the backfield, and Smith is having to work hard to get after it. The oval ball bounces up in a testing fashion for Smith, but now he can get going on his bike and stick it downfield. Was Dombrandt in front of it? He will give chase regardless, and Mackay on his own scoreline, saying that he is a fly half who can play 15. Oh, now that's a good working of a bit of space down this side from Glasgow. Strength as well to get rid of Waghorn.
Like we saw in the first half, Glasgow can strike from anywhere on that loose ball.
Looking to try and do so as well. That's worked out really nicely, and they're on fire again here. Nick David putting the body on the line to try and stop them, and Quins have managed to wrestle this back. Both sides clearly struggling to keep ball, but now can Quins go again? Can they release Caden Murley, who's in a 50-metre race to the corner? Murley is going to get away here for Quins and score the third try at the perfect time of asking. If they're to make the assault on this scoreboard, they need to in the Investec Champions Cup. Murley gets over his 60th Harlequins try, his 4th of the campaign.
That's their ability to get back. Glasgow do some great things here, their ability to keep the ball alive. And you think they're gone, Wills? You think they're gone? Well, Will Evans' Tracks game has had a little bit of a quiet season, but his ability to get over the ball...
There, though. That's not in, that's in the side.
You know what, I'm not arguing with that.
It's in the side, man. He's literally...
You're right over there, Ryan.
No, listen, I know, I've got to be slightly more impartial, but for me, when you look back at that ruck, he is right in at the side.
You've got to play the whistle, Wills, don't you?
Well, it's a key score in terms of the contest. It takes Harlequins with the conversion out to 24.
We did just say before, didn't we? When it opens up, when it gets a bit loose, who does it suit more? And for a second we thought it was going to suit Glasgow Warriors as they hurtled down that side of the pitch, but it's anyone's game, and Quins, they know the strike as well. That's just put it a little bit out of Glasgow Warriors' reach, I think, for 12 minutes to go.
Just wonder what that's going to do to the hunger in the Glasgow Warriors' defence as Quins go in search of this 4th try. Found themselves 10 metres from their own goal line here, and Smith needs to pick the options well, and they will find Murley. Steps away from one, gets on the accelerator. Caden Murley just bundled into touch. Smith was really well lined up, and the loose ball is going to come back on the visitors' side. Hoofed away from Afshar.
And needs to stay in. Oh, no.
And it goes over the whitewash. The clock is in the red. Referee blows the final whistle. Well, Harlequins will likely feel they've done enough, and they probably have. Not quite the full fist of all 5 points that they wanted. 3 tries on the board instead of the 4 with the bonus point. They will keep an eye on things up at Salford tomorrow.